going on, guys? Before this video starts, I would just like to give you a huge thank you for all the support on the last video. This includes all the likes, comments, subs, everything. I'm just really grateful. I'm glad I was able to make something to kind of bring the community together. But enough of that, let's not waste any more time and get right into today's video. Hey guys, it's Daniel from Valve Tec, and welcome back. Today I wanted to open up a rather more important discussion that's actually been inspired by a commenter on my last video whose name I'll throw up on screen right now, and that's over the current state of the report system and hacking. Now, hacking in video games has been around forever, even outside the planes of TF2, and I just want to establish right off the bat that I'm not picking on TF2 in a negative way. I love this game, and I love the community behind it, and I want to shed light on this topic because it's important to our game. Hacking in Team Fortress 2 has pretty much always been around, and even back in some of the younger years of the game's lifespan, you would occasionally find one or two people who are aimbotting or using any form of hacks, and usually since TF2 mainly worked off community servers back in those days, you could just simply get a mod to ban them, and boom, case closed, the hacker is history. And back then, there just wasn't as many hackers. I mean, I've only been playing as far back as 2014, so I guess I can't really accurately make that statement, but at least back at that time when I was playing, till around the Meet Your Match update came out back in the summer of 2016, I really never ran a lot of hackers between 2014 and like early 2016. I would also like to shed some light on Valve and their anti-cheat system, better known as VAC, as any of you may have heard through memes or more popularly through titles such as Counter-Strike. Now, the VAC system was originally designed and implemented all the way back in 2001 when the original Counter-Strike was out and actively used. And the VAC system was actively used to actually sweep up a lot of the cheating problems the game had back when it first released. And back then, it actually worked a lot different. People caught cheating would only get banned for around 24 hours, and it would only increase on multiple offenses, so you never really had any permanent consequence from doing it. And for its time, it was awesome, and it was one of the earliest online gaming anti-cheat systems that developed that worked really well, and I mean, past 2001, it was very successful, hence why it's even still being used and updated today. Valve, of course being Valve, has kept what makes up of the anti-cheat system in terms of software under the table for reasons, of course, to keep hackers from working around the system. So VAC as a system actually seems really good on paper, and while its history and update history would suggest that it's an effective hacker detector, it's really not. At least in terms of Team Fortress 2, which is the game I mentioned I wanted to specifically look at in terms of VAC, because VAC on TF2 doesn't work very well, and oftentimes smart hackers and botters, which I'll talk more about later, can easily get into games and just cause tons of chaos. As I mentioned, the Meet Your Match update, which released in the summer of 2016, was also a big downfall, as once Valve implemented and rolled out the fresh new UI menu and their own dedicated servers for people to play on, the hacker problems seemed to magically appear. And now, let me get this straight. It was a good idea, and I still think it is. Valve casual servers are where I spend most of my time in TF2, and the crazy, competitive, or just downright silly matches I've played have made some of the best memories of my life in terms of TF2, and those Valve casual servers, alright, they're a living meme. However, the amount of hackers that can sometimes run crazy on these servers that I come across are almost hard to believe, if I'm being honest. Back when the community servers were more prominent, seeing or at least expecting the occasional hacker to join up and get banned 5 minutes later was understandable, because hey, these servers at least have mods and there's people working, you know, in the server that have the privilege to remove them, you know, only one person. There doesn't have to be any group decision to remove the hacker in the event that the VAC system ever failed to do so in the first place. And I don't want to paint the wrong picture here that every match you join in a casual Valve server is full of hackers, because quite frankly, it's pretty rare, and at most, I'll run into 1 to 2 hackers a month if I'm lucky. With most people too, because, you know, this community is really intolerant towards hackers actually, and a lot of the time they'll end up just getting kicked. However, I do sometimes hear from different people. You know, it varies from person to person. Some people have more frequently run into these hackers, and some people say they've never run into a hacker. It just kind of makes you think how many hackers exist out there, and I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky enough not to get into a game with them. Once again, I don't want to blow this out of proportion. These hackers make up probably the smallest dividend of the player base, and most of the problem lies within botting, which is a whole nother animal. So in terms of botting, it's something that's been going on since I can even remember, and probably even before I started playing TF2 for sure. Originally, most people botted the farm items, and as I've talked about in my Team Fortress is Not Dead video, a big portion of the people active on this game are actually just bot accounts AFK that are just farming items to resell into the market. This is a practice that has been going on for years on end, and it's a prominent strat for most people looking to make a profit, or if, you know, they want to, like, get the easy way out with trading. Of course, people have made Steam accounts outside the realm of TF2 to do this exact thing, whether it be in different games such as Counter-Strike or just to trade Steam cards. They have bots that are set up to automatically trade items with the correct currency values that accompany them, whether it be skins, weapons, like I said, cards. So bots on Steam in general are not something that's a new concept. However, in TF2, a much more different and evil type of botting has been used, better known as cat botting, which a YouTuber by the name of Maxbox has actually made a video on. Cat botting is essentially someone running multiple bot commands on a computer that have set pathing and aim patterns that will follow the player or other players around, and it's just overall extremely annoying. They move around very specific parts on the map based on their pathing, and kicking them is borderline impossible if they have 4, 5, or even 6 bots just running around being annoying. This has led to just painful matches, alright, just painful and unbalanced matches with people trying to fight a bunch of snipers that will insta-body shot you or even just flat-out track you behind any part of the map. And it's not really a matter of the game, but the VAC system itself and its age, similar to a lot of the things Valve has created, such as the Source engine, are just starting to show their age after almost 2 decades of use. So, similarly in the last video, with the main leading point of my TF2 in 2020 video, it's important we do our best to keep the servers Valve has created for us clean and friendly, so that when new players or even returning players hop back on to play a quick match of Payload, they won't immediately walk out of spawn and get their entire skull blown out from the sniper shooting and spawn spinning in a circle. Likewise, just do the right thing. If you ever spot a hacker, make sure, you report him. Make sure you kick him, get him out of the game. Maybe try reporting him. The reporting system in TF2 or just in Valve in general usually never works. And honestly, I feel like that report button needs to be updated. It's very outdated. The VAC system is very outdated. I would not rely on it to deal with any sort of hackers or botters. Of course, in the event that the hacker never gets kicked or anything, don't waste your time. Don't be miserable, you don't want to be miserable playing TF2. We play this game because we love it, not because we want to have a bad time. So just leave. You let it be. If the hacker wants to have his 2 matches of fun before everybody hates him, so be it. Other than that, guys, I thought I would just shed some light. It was a very interesting topic. Then once again, thank you guys, especially the guy who left the comment about this topic. It actually got me thinking, and I was like, this would be a very good topic to talk about. I always love when you guys leave discussion down in the comments, always opening up and stuff like that. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for over 400 subscribers. That's honestly nuts. And we're actually already well on our way, almost about halfway to 500, which is crazy. Almost half 1,000 people. It's been great. I love the support. I really owe you guys a ton. I maybe like to do something like a stream this weekend or something, a TF2 open stream that people can join and kind of hang out in. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, guys, make sure you leave a like on the video if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. If you could please consider just checking out any of my content. Maybe you like this video. Maybe you like some of my other videos. If you notice a common trend where I make content that's worth your time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss a notification when I upload a new video. Other than that, guys, I would like to thank you all for watching. Of course, leave your thoughts down below. What do you think about the botter and hacker problem? How does it apply to you? Has it pertained to you? Have you suffered from it? And other than that, guys, I would like to thank you all for watching, and as always, thank you, and have a good day.